trod these same hardwoods for the Cabrillo Conquistadors.
Yeah, it was really a fun time out there playing. It's a little different up here sitting, but just as fun.
28-26. Lions gets one. Keyshawn Rogers trying to make it happen from the point. Shell got whistled for a five count delay. Last time with the ball down there in that wing. He's looking for somebody fast that time. Cabrillo now standing around pretty much as Shell throws one down from 15 from the baseline, but Cabrillo showing none of that early motion that they were that got them the lead. Of course, they're a whole lot more tired now than they used to be.
There's a turnover there by Santa Maria. They're trying to push it inside. Both teams are really trying to push it inside tonight.
Robinson and Pike, or rather Robinson and White couldn't make it work. Shell covered by 3 red shirts that time, couldn't hold on. And that's about the quickest Santa Maria's brought the ball down the court all night. And there's a little action of his own from number 23, Jim Lyons, as he throws one down from on top of the cone his own self.
There's an answer. Santa Maria answers back with one of their own.
Goes round, comes round, huh? Shell inside, and Shell just outreaches number 32, Maceo Campbell. 6'5" versus 6'2", and Campbell just stretched it too far. Be his first personal, out of bounds, Cabrillo. 30-28 the score with 2:39 on the clock here in the first half. Shell, a nice move down the lane, rolled it over the front of the rim. It's good, and the whistle goes against Santa Maria. Jim Lyons, number 23, picks up the personal. So that time Shell with a smart move right down the hole.
Nice, nice. Almost looked like a design play there for the inside move for Shell.
You'd think so. McEwen didn't really want to pass to Keyshawn Rogers wide open on the left, and McEwen just barely looked at him. So I guess they've talked about that once or twice. Shell, who had a bad night last Thursday night from the line, shows a nice softer touch. He was a little jerky on Thursday night, but he'd only been out of football for a week. So a nice soft touch puts another one on the board for the Conquistadors, 33-28. White inside to Lyons. Lyons has it slapped away by Shell. It's still loose until McEwen controls. Rogers. Man-to-man defense by the Saints. Rogers tries to draw the lane, and he's slapped. Take your pick, number 11, number 12, either one of them. We'll see who the officials chose. And they chose David White, number 11, the senior guard. See it here as Rogers drove the lane. White just reached in and slapped the ball away. Started at his elbow and worked right down to his wrist.
Got a good piece of him.
1-1 from the line for Keyshawn Rogers off the front of the rim. Shell with a strong rebound. Just puts it back in play. Pike. And there you see Lyons getting off the ground. Andy Pike, not a small man by any means, 6'4", was just out-leaped that time by Lyons, who's a 6-footer. Lyons gets up.
He's got springs in those legs.
Rogers takes it out front. Cabrillo starts again. 1 minute, 59 seconds. Pike, 10-footer. 2. 35-28 Cabrillo. Santa Maria working the same plays that they worked all night against that man-to-man. White puts it up from three-point range. He can't get it down. Kendrick controls. Kendrick's got he's got 1 or 2 three-pointers, number 24.
He's got 2 tonight.
He misses that one and utters an expletive deleted as he comes down the court that even I can hear. And for you folks that don't know, that's really loud. Shell with a rock off the glass, can't get it to fall. And Santa Maria now starting to push the ball a little bit. Kendrick with a little bit of razzle-dazzle to number 23 Lyons, and it results in 2 more points for Santa Maria. So Santa Maria kind of taking advantage of the fact that Cabrillo's a little tired and a little slower getting back on D. 35-30. Greenberry. Off of Greenberry's hand. That ball was slapped loose by number 23, Jim Lyons. But it was off Greenberry's finger, so it'll be Santa Maria now, who is, it looks to me, Dan, that Santa Maria's kind of taking control of the pace of the ball game now.
The last few minutes they really have. They seem to be in control. Still down by 5, however, 35-30.
Less than a minute as Kendrick puts another one up from 3. It's long this time. Keyshawn Rogers just ripped as he comes out of the mess with the basketball, but controls. Rogers plays in control. I like that. They need somebody out there, whoops, and just as I say that, somebody out there that can be a little level-headed. McCune puts one up over the top of Kendrick, and he throws it down, and he had to alter his shot, so that was a pretty good concentration on the part of Jared McCune.
Nice off-balance shot.
37-30. Cabrillo with 15 seconds. White could have shot, was looking for somebody who had a better shot at it. Lyons beginning to show his touch. He practiced that pregame. That was the only shot he took that wasn't a layup. It was right there from 16. Rogers from forever, and it's out of bounds as time expires here in the first half. After 16 minutes of basketball, it's Cabrillo 37 and Santa Maria 32. We'll be back with more exciting basketball from the Cabrillo High School Conquistador Gymnasium after this. Cabrillo, the Conquistadors out in front of the Santa Maria Saints by a score of 37-32. Dan, take a quick look at the scoring. Let us know how it's going.
Well, for Cabrillo, leading scorer in the first half was Al Greenberry with 10 points, 5 buckets off the bench, followed by Del Shell with 9, Andy Pike with 6, and Carlton Williams with 5 quick points. For Santa Maria, they were led by Jim Lyons with 11, James Kendrick right behind him with 10, and the center Maceo Campbell with 5.
So it'll be out of bounds to Santa Maria to start the third quarter here. They trail by 5. Dan, you were saying something during the break about the presence of McCune and Andy Pike on the court. Neither one of those guys with a lot of points, but you were making a point to me about the importance on the court.
Right, many times players like that will just help to settle.
Kendrick with another 3, Lord. And that closes up in a hurry, 37-35. Pike in the middle of the offense, and he can't get it to Williams deep, and it's the other way, Red, and it's right now we're on the playground, running up and down. Things are going to hustle. Coach Jimenez for Santa Maria getting his folks back, trying to calm them down. Consistent full court pressure all night long by the Saints.
Generally, that'll wear you down, wear a team down if they don't know how to handle it.
2-on-1, Rogers takes it all the way. And a blocking foul going to be called as the Keyshawn Rogers gets the basket and draws the foul. It's a nice, strong move to the basket. Look at that. And he's up high. The blocking foul was called, and I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a hard call to make when a guy's going strong to the basket. Did he step under him? Was he moving? Should have gone the other way, and nobody ever agrees.
Very difficult call. Very difficult. The man's got to get position, and whether or not he's got position, it's a judgment call by the ref.
Call went against Gabe Cota, number 21. That's his third personal foul. Rogers can't get the free throw to fall. It remains 39-35 Cabrillo. A nice roll that time by 32 Campbell around Shell. And the rebound put in by 23 Jim Lyons for Santa Maria. And it's again a 2-point ball game. Kendrick with good anticipation. Steps. Campbell gets 2. And we're in the NBA. Anything inside the key, you get to walk as far as you need. Shell, 2-on-1. Pike out of bounds, so they wasted maybe a pass too many. Maybe Shell should have just taken it, drawn the foul. Easy to second guess.
Yeah, it was a judgment call there. Maybe Andy should have went just straight up instead of putting it on the ground.
Inbounds to Williams. The play was on to McCune on the other side. Pike. Campbell doing a good job on Pike down low. Shell's got the baseline. He goes strong and draws the foul from number 23, Jim Lyons. And that's what Cabrillo has to do now, I think, to regain mastery of the game. I think Santa Maria took it away from him a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, and they've got to go strong to the basket. And I think that's exactly what Brooks was telling the folks at halftime, because we saw Rogers go strong, and that time Shell took it right down the baseline.
That's how Cabrillo jumped out early in the first quarter. They hammered it inside.
We're tied at 39. And troubles at the line continue for Dale Shell, even though I have to say he's shown a much better touch this week. He's obviously spent some time standing on that free throw line during the week. Can't get either one of them to fall. It's still loose on the court. Williams finally controls. McCune Williams, 3-point. It's not going to be close. And Santa Maria takes it the other way. And now they're pressing the ball down a lot more against Cabrillo than they did in the first half. Lions can't get it down. He was ripped. The tip goes to Campbell, number 32. And Santa Maria has regained the lead here at Cabrillo High School, 41-39. Santa Maria has really become aggressive on offense. Rogers tries to dish it off to Pike. Doesn't work, so they start again. Rogers down the baseline. His shot blocked by Lyons. And they'll try it again.
Santa Maria is really collapsing inside when they try to get the ball down low.
Hustle move by Kendrick. Turns it over to the red. Good lead pass on number 11, White. Now there's some heads-up basketball and a little bit of luck.
That was a beautiful assist. Beautiful assist. Found the open man.
So Cabrillo now, having lost control of the ball game, trails by 4 with 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Needs a timeout. They've got to talk this over. And while they do, we'll leave you right here and be back in a minute. Seconds remaining in the third quarter here at Cabrillo High School. I'm Gene Lynch, along with Dan Troop. It's 43-39. The Saints on top. The largest lead the Saints have had all night.
Yeah, it looks like Santa Maria made some adjustments at halftime and have come back looking strong in the second half.
They continue the defensive pressure. And they've been very aggressive bringing the ball down on offense. Rogers shouting out instructions, trying to get people moving. Cabrillo pretty much standing around against this man-to-man.
Yeah, they're holding the ball. They got to move the ball around, get some movement.
Greenberry draws it back out, and Cabrillo start again. Little elbowing going on. Cota and Greenberry having some contact down there. Strong move to the basket by Greenberry. Can't get it from underneath. Out of bounds to Cabrillo. So Greenberry finally just took the bit in his teeth. Cabrillo looks very sluggish, don't you think, Dan?
Exactly. They need to get fired up.
Into the lineup for Cabrillo is number 32, Brandon Weathers. He'll give Keyshawn Rogers a chance to get some air. Inside to Shell. Look at Campbell play Shell physically.
They had
Now,
three guys collapse on him.
According to the rule book, what Campbell was doing to Shell is illegal. But I have yet to see him call it this year. Shell, boom. And he appeals to the crowd for adulation. 43-41.
Excuse me, Gene. Crowd set him up for that one.
Yeah, that's nice when it works, but against Lompoc High School last Thursday night, he got the first one, and then he missed the slam dunk, and so did Williams. So it looks good when you've got the time, but it can make you look awful bad. Williams gets the loose ball caused by McCune's quick hands. Shell, it's 3-on-2 if they press it. High to Williams. Campbell broke it up. Greenberry can't get the lay-in, and it's still 43-41. Kendrick had just been a hot hand from outside. Gets it to Cota. Cota gets the hook. And the lead is back to 4, 45-41.
Yeah, Kendrick looks like their designated three-point shooter. He's got a nice touch. He likes to set up out there.
Real now with two people on the court off the bench. McCune from three-point range can't get it to fall. And now the boards belong to Santa Maria. Early on, they belong to Cabrillo. Kendrick on a nice outlet pass. And Santa Maria now just taking the ball game away from Cabrillo. Williams has the ball slapped out of his hands and out of bounds. So it's getting ragged.
Santa Maria seems to be a little more in control, running the break nicely. Cabrillo trying to bust it back quickly.
And the lead now at 6 for the Saints, 47-41. Into the lineup, replacing Dale Shell, is number 31, Brian Weber. Weber coming off an extraordinary year in water polo. He's a great goalie. Here we see it again. The Saints just pushing the ball down against Cabrillo's defense and some more physical defense. So the game has gotten very physical, push and shovey. And Weathers knocked out of bounds by number 11, David White.
Cabrillo just doesn't seem to be getting back fast enough. The guys are beating, Santa Maria's beating them down court, getting some easy buckets out of it, and they've taken the lead because of it.
Weathers and Greenberry sit down. Number 22, Alex and number 15, Keyshawn Rogers back on the court for Cabrillo. Inside, no-look pass by Kendrick didn't pay off. Dakota stole it back. It's going to look good. 2 points to Maceo Campbell. And it's 49-41. Santa Maria. And Santa Maria now owns this basketball court.
They've turned the tide around. They're in control. Cabrillo's got to adjust.
Again, you take a look at the offense. Cabrillo's standing around waiting for things to happen, and Santa Maria making things happen. It's all going their way. Weber had that ball slapped out of his hands out of bounds. It'll be Conquistador's ball. Andy Pike now into the ball game to give Carlton Williams a rest. Big 1-0 sits down. So Cabrillo now with good height on the court. Just got to find somebody to put it in the hole. Rogers dishes inside to Weber. Weber has it slapped away by Campbell. Rogers has it slapped away by Cota, and Cota is upset, lost his poise. That's his 4th personal. It is a hustle play. The man's playing, and he's giving it everything he's got, and that's as much disappointment as anything else right there.
Exactly. It looked like just a regular normal play of the way the game's been going. He doesn't seem to think he did anything wrong. Sooner or later, though, guys go to block shots. The refs are going to call him.
Yeah. Lights going out all over the place here at Cabrillo. 49-41. Santa Maria Saints on top. They trailed at halftime, and they lead it big here in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining. To Keyshawn Rogers at the line. He gets the roll, and it's a little closer.
Looks like Cabrillo going to try a little pressing of their own. Try to get back into this game. (49-43). White, strong down the lane, and they let him go, just open the gates. Smallest man on the court. And that time you saw Cabrillo play defense with their hands, and it doesn't work. Yep,
You got to get your feet out there.
No feet movement, exactly. He split 2 guys and blew right by him.
Weber loses control, and there they go again. Off the bench, number 12, Wayne Robinson for 2 more. 53-43, a 10-point lead by the Santa Maria Saints on good aggressive offense. They simply stopped walking the ball down court and took it to the Cabrillo defense, and Cabrillo hasn't been able to get back. Rogers, McCune, 2 points, Jared McCune. And the referees in the second half are allowing a whole lot more physical contact, a lot more slapping and pushing.
It's loosely called.
Lyons, Jim Lyons calls the timeout with 1 minute and 47 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. An 8-point lead by Santa Maria, and they took control of this basketball game with about 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter and just came out in the 3rd quarter going great guns and taking it to the D.
Right now they're beating Cabrillo on the boards, and they're beating them down the court. Putting it in, getting most of their points have been on easy layups.
So Cabrillo early on with a lot of motion, a lot of confidence, took the ball right to the hole, built them a lead, up by 4 at halftime, down by 8 with 1:47 to go in the 3rd. That's quite a turnaround.
Yeah, that's a big turnaround. Big turnaround.
And it hasn't, in the first half, I thought that it was the shots from outside that kept the Saints in it. Here in the 3rd quarter, it's been layup after layup, and taking advantage of Cabrillo's sluggishness that has not only kept them in, but put them ahead.
Yeah, I'd say 90% of their shots right now are 2 feet or closer.
So it'll be out of bounds in front of the Santa Maria Saint bench. On the court for the Saints, number 24 is Kendrick, number 11 White, number 12 is Robinson, 32 Campbell, and 23 Lyons. For Cabrillo, it's 15 Rogers, 22 11 McCune, 13 Shell, and 24 Pike, as Kendrick throws another 3-pointer down, and it just stretches it out to 11. His 4th 3-pointer.
He's got a nice shot. Can't leave him open for a second. He'll bust that.
So Cabrillo now setting their offense up 15 feet from the basket, trying to get somebody loose down at the baseline for the easy shot. Shell on the right side. He's working against Kendrick. Finally, Shell gets impatient, throws one down from 18. That's not the shot they'd like to see him take, but he put it in the hole. 56-47, a 9-point lead.
On that exchange right there, the Cabrillo had all 5 people outside the extended free throw line.
Shell gambles, doesn't pay off, and Campbell misses from 15. McCune with a strong rebound. Pike. Alex Err was wide open all the way around the court. Nobody found him. Rogers sets it up out front. Err looks inside, working against Kendrick. A soft pass. That had been a little bit more direct. Rogers might have had a chance on that, but as it is, it's slapped out, and Lyons now takes it to length. Alex Err draws the foul.
Santa Maria looking for a goaltending call there.
You can see Lyons takes it all the way, and Shell pinned the ball against the backboard. They don't get the call.
Question is, did it hit the glass first?
They'll send Lyons to the line. He'll shoot a pair. Santa Maria with a 9-point lead. 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's a different ball game. It's night and day. Lyons
sticks them both here. He could put him up by 11.
It's a nice touch. He gets a couple of bounces and it falls in. He'll try it again. The lead is now 10. It is 11 as Jim Lyons, 23, gets them both, and he's really come alive since the second quarter. McCune now at the point. Inside to Pike. Pike from 15. Can't get it down. Shell, strong rebound. Kisses the glass. 2 more for Dale Shell. And it's 58-49. 19 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. White to Robinson. Back to White. Robinson. Kendrick, the three-pointer. Look, number 5, no. And Lyons misses the lay-in over the twin towers of Cabrillo Conquistadors as the buzzer ends the third quarter play. At the end of 24 minutes, it's Santa Maria 58, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 49, and we'll be back with the last 8 minutes of basketball here at Cabrillo after these messages. The crowd at Cabrillo High School is moderate tonight. Not bad for a school night. 49 for Cabrillo. Unfortunately for the Conquistadors, it's 58 for Santa Maria, and they've just taken control of the ball as Cabrillo takes it out of bounds to start the last 8 minutes. Inside to number 25, Doug Ball on the court now, giving Andy Pike some rest. And Shell finally takes control and decides to end this and throws it down, cuts the lead to 7. And now Santa Maria begin a self-destruct as White throws it into the back of Wayne Robinson. And now here's something. Santa Maria falls back and sets up the defense. No pressure off the side.
Yeah, they fell back into a 2-3 zone, sort of a matching zone.
Ball tries to get it inside to Rogers and doesn't float. And there's Santa Maria coming right back with the pressure. Kendrick, number 5, no. Whose ball? Anybody's ball. They're all over the place. 1st and 10, Santa Maria. Carlton Williams, great hustle, along with number 12, Wayne Robinson. And it doesn't really matter how that call goes. Both coaches like to see those kids hit the floor after the basketball.
Coaches love that. They really love to see the guys get down.
58-51, Santa Maria, 7 minutes remain in this basketball game. Cabrillo led it to half, but have been outclassed by Santa Maria here in the second half. White working against Rogers. Rogers slaps the ball out of bounds. Doug Ball, 25 in the ball game. Just a junior, 6'5". He just needs some playing time to round into shape.
Nice sized kid.
Shell trying to make something happen here, working hard against Kendrick.
Shell's a very aggressive player.
Jim Lyons goes up for the shot and then loses his poise. I don't know why he's complaining. He's the one that got ripped. And actually, the shot was blocked nice and cleanly underneath. It was when everybody came down that the action started. Watch this.
Yeah.
And Williams and Shell just all over him on the way down. So number 23, Jim Lyons, is going to go to the line. He'll shoot 2 if he can get his temper in check. And he's a ball player. He's a good one. Can't get the first one. He'll try it again with 6:43 remaining in the basketball game. 58-51.
Very talented